The power of visualization. See it before you live it, Bob Proctor, eh? Spark in the dark? When Ava Ramirez stared at the blank page on her laptop in her cramped Brooklyn studio, she wasn't thinking about bestseller lists or TEDx stages. She was thinking about rent, bills, the half-finished logo on her screen for Visionary Ventures. Her fledgling personal brand consultancy. She had poured her savings, her nights, her soul into this project. Yet every morning felt like paddling. Upstream in a storm, a knock on the door startled her. It was her friend Malik, fresh from another 12-hour shift at the tech startup. He handed her a steaming cup of coffee and said, "You look like you need more than caffeine." Ava sighed. "I'm stuck," she confessed. "I can't see how this gets off the ground." Malik smiled and handed her a small leather-bound journal. "Open this." Inside, scrawled in crisp, flowing script, were just a few words. "If you can see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hand." Bob Proctor, that moment was Ava's ignition. Visualization wasn't just for daydreamers. It was the rocket fuel of every great success story. And tonight, as the city lights flickered outside her window, she would learn to see her future clearly before she lived it. The vision blueprint. Bob Proctor teaches that clarity is the first step to creation. Clarity of purpose creates power, he often says. Ava grabbed her journal and for the first time plotted out her 5-year vision. Year 1. Land her first 5 paying clients at $2,500 per engagement. Year 2. Grow her monthly revenue to $20,000 and hire an assistant. Year 3. Launch an online course on personal branding. Year 4. Speak at 2 industry conferences. Year 5. Hit $100,000 per month and mentor 50 entrepreneurs. She wrote each goal as though it were already her reality. I am the go-to branding expert in New York City with a thriving online academy. She described the sights, sounds, and feelings, her heart pounding backstage at a conference. The click of a sold-out course notification, the pride in her assistant's eyes. Proctor's first direct teaching echoed in her mind. Create a clear, concise mental movie of what you want. Play it daily. The subconscious cannot tell fact from fiction. Ava crafted her mental movie with care. She pictured herself behind a sleek podium, sharing her story. She heard the applause. It felt the thrill. For 10 minutes each morning, she immersed herself in that vision's senses ablaze, from dream to detail. Visualization without action is fantasy. Proctor insists on pairing vivid mental imagery with concrete plans. Ava divided her 5-year vision into quarterly milestones. She created a vision board, 2.0, on her computer, a dynamic spreadsheet, linking each image to a SMART goal: client acquisition, research 100 local businesses each month, revenue targets, automate invoicing with a CRM by month 2, course development, outline curriculum in week 1 of quarter 2, speaking prep, draft talk decks in quarter 3, rehearse weekly, mentorship program, pilot with 3 mentees. By year 3, every evening, she returned to her mental movie, then opened her board. She asked, "What is the next logical step today?" That discipline turned her vision from a lofty dream into a series of daily tasks. Bob's second teaching became her mantra. A goal without a plan is just a wish. Instruct your path with precision. Within 6 weeks, Ava landed her first client, a local cafe chain seeking a brand refresh. She delivered beyond expectation, and word spread. The spark had caught flame, overcoming the vision killers. Even the best vision can be derailed by vision killers. Self-doubt. Proctor warns that our environment and inner dialogue can sabotage us. Ava encountered her first setback when a prospective partner ghosted her after promising a large contract. She felt the familiar ache of rejection. That night, she revisited Bob's third core teaching: guard your mind, reject negativity, feed it with empowering thoughts. She journaled her negative beliefs. I'm not experienced enough. They must not see my value. Then she reframed each one. I deliver exceptional results. Every no brings me closer to a yes. My vision compels action. The next morning, she stood before her mirror and affirmed those reframes. Ash! It felt awkward until it didn't. She practiced gratitude for her small wins, the cafe applause, Malik's unwavering support, her growing confidence. Proctor's guidance on state management helped. She combined deep breathing with uplifting music to shift mood. She refused to dwell in defeat. Within days, a rival cafe chain signed on, drawn by her unwavering positivity. Anchoring with emotion. Visualization gains power when anchored by emotion. Proctor teaches that emotion is the ignition switch of the mind. So Ava tapped into her why. Freedom, financial, creative, geographical. She wrote a letter to her future self, dated 5 years ahead. Dear future me. I'm writing from the cusp of my dream, holding the pen to my first bestseller. I see the faces of entrepreneurs whose lives I've ignited. I feel the freedom to travel and serve. I'm grateful for every lesson that led me here. She read that letter every morning after her mental movie. The swell of emotion for gratitude, excitement, anticipation fueled her action. Within 3 months, she launched her first workshop, Branding with Vision, 30 attendees paying $500 each. Her heart soared on stage, proof that seeing it first made it real. The power of persistence, Proctor famously said. Most people fail just when they're about to succeed. Ava tested this truth. After a strong quarter, she pitched a 6-figure coaching package to a mid-sized tech firm. They rejected her. The setback stung. She debated shelving that offer and focusing on smaller clients, but her vision insisted otherwise. She remembered Bob's teaching, persist until something happens. Until then, keep pushing. Ava refined her proposal, added case studies, tightened her pitch. She practiced in front of Maria, her new virtual assistant, until her confidence was palpable. 2 weeks later, the tech firm came back with a counteroffer. Negotiations followed, and soon, Ava signed her largest contract yet. Each time she nearly quit, she leaned on her vision. She wrote persist at the top of her journal pages. She celebrated small wins, refining her pitch, mastering new software, earning positive feedback. Momentum followed persistence, scaling with visualization with growing revenue. Ava faced new challenges, hiring, quality control, time management. She could have panicked. Instead, she applied visualization to scale, envisioning the ideal team. She pictured her dream team, experts aligned with her values, energized by her vision. She described them in detail, their skills, their personalities, even their office playlists, mapping operational flow. She envisioned a seamless workflow where client onboarding, course delivery, and support ran like clockwork. She sketched flowcharts while silently playing her mental movie of a bustling, joyful company. Financial abundance. She visualized her bank balance climbing. But more importantly, she felt the relief and confidence of financial stability. She used Proctor's strategy of prospecting the future, mentally rehearsing tough conversations with potential hires, imagining solutions to bottlenecks. When challenges arose like a missed deadline, she calmly revisited her vision, discovered a path forward, and rallied her team. Within 6 months, Visionary Ventures hired 3 full-time staff, launched its first online academy, and hit $50,000 monthly recurring revenue. The business was no longer a side hustle. It was a movement, giving it a way to grow it. Proctor emphasizes that service magnifies success. The more you give, the more you receive. Ava launched a free monthly webinar series, See It, Be It, teaching visualization techniques to entrepreneurs everywhere. She invited guest experts, donated proceeds to youth entrepreneurship programs, and built an engaged community of 5,000 subscribers. Her generosity attracted attention. A leading business magazine wrote a feature on her cause-driven growth. Podcast hosts invited her to share her journey. Her vision, once private, now inspired thousands. By giving away her best strategies, she reinforced her expertise and expanded her network. And each time, she taught visualization. She deepened her own practice. The identity of a visionary. Transformation isn't just external, it's internal. Proctor teaches that your outer world is a reflection of your inner world. Ava realized. She had become what she had always envisioned, a confident leader, champion of big dreams, an architect of possibility. She journaled, "I am Visionary Ventures. I am the heartbeat of a community that sees big and moves bold." She shifted from vesting her identity in outcomes or revenue awards, headlines, to investing it in character, resilience, generosity, authenticity. No matter the market shifts, her vision gave her unshakable ground.